name?
So it's Kemone.
Kemone. Okay. All
Come
right,
on, I like
Josh,
it.
Kemone, meet Josh. So, how does this gonna work? It's gonna last about 15 minutes or so. I'll come in the last minute, have you guys say your final goodbyes, and then we'll go from there.
Is
Okay?
there someone else in the chat too?
In the what?
I
Yep,
think
it's
there's
down there.
4 of us.
I only see 3.
There's Isabella at the, if you swipe.
Okay. How about now?
I still see you, Josh, and Isabella. Hi, Josh.
Hey, how's it going?
Going well, going well.
Yeah, how's everything going over there, quarantine wise?
Everything is going really good on my side. I'm particularly busy. I have a nonprofit organization that helps teen mothers, and during COVID, we are doing a lot to ensure that their progress isn't hindered and all that. So I know you guys yesterday had like the scavenger hunt thing, but I was like busy talking on the phone with like 5 people. So sorry I missed that.
That's okay. Yeah, no, it's all good. Life happens. I think that the main reason for this whole show that we're doing is to kind of distract ourselves from all the kind of craziness that's happening right now. And we're all in quarantine and we're all, in this together. So I feel like this is just like a really great distraction, a really positive distraction for us and something to fill our time with. So when you actually have real life things going on, you have to set that as a precedent. That's much more important. So 100% understand.
Absolutely. So Josh, are you here on the Bachelor Online to line up some more quarantine things? Is that what you're here for, Josh? FYI, I'm from Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica. So when you said that, I did laugh. But then it also was very reminiscent of Drake, because that's how he speaks of a lot of his girls. It's like my teens and
Absolutely. So wait, where are you from? Like, where are you actually, like, where do you live?
So I live in Evanston. Let's just call it Chicago. So Evanston is a small suburb, like right next to Chicago.
Okay. Chi-town. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's, have you ever been to Toronto? Do you know about Toronto?
I have. Well, so I've been to Canada family vacation wise when we first came to America from Jamaica. We've been to the Caravana, the big festival and stuff.
Caravana.
Like
yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
But it was a while ago when I was like in middle school and a little in high school. So
yeah. Somebody in the comments is already roasting me for asking me if you know about Toronto. I didn't mean it like, have you heard of Toronto? I meant like, do you know about like the culture here? Because like, if you if you know about like the Toronto culture, you know that it's heavy Caribbean culture here. Like, if people here, like Caravana and like big festivals, like huge Caribbean festivals happen here every summer. Every summer, there's a couple of Caribbean festivals here because we have a giant Caribbean population here in Toronto. So you have our slang here in Toronto consists of mostly like Jamaican patois, like Guyanese, Trinidadian, like that's mostly what our slang sounds like. So when I was like, what do you call the guy or girl that won't get out of your bed during this isolation? You're quarantining. Well, like only Caribbean girls or guys would get that, or if you're from Toronto, I think. So, but anyways, am I trying to add more girls to my ting list? Definitely not. I think that generally speaking, like I'm one of those guys that like, I've played the field before and like I like to explore, but at the same time, I'm getting to that age. I'm almost 30 now, and I'd like to find a person that I really connect and vibe with. So, and I typically go for more, I guess, like immigrant women, like not typically North American women. So it's hard for me because I can't travel right now, which is usually where I find the people that I tend to like is in other countries. So now I can't do that, which sucks. I hate being stagnant. I love traveling. I'm in business myself. I used to have somewhat of a charity, 2015. So I'm very much in tune with that. And because I'm in business, I have time freedom for the most part. I can run things from my cell phone or from my laptop. So I have a lot of freedom, which is why I know the comments are going to go nuts when I say this, but which is why I love to go to Florida. It's my place of sanctity. So.
Interesting. Okay. And that word stagnant, it really hit me because I actually just recorded a video to upload to my personal diary.
Yeah.
And one of my turnoffs is stagnant energy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Stag-
exactly. It's like
That's a weird
stale, right?
off to some people. It's
Yeah.
weird because they don't really get it. Like, you know, it's like, oh, really? You're just, I can't, like, I can't do it. But so you're 27?
Yeah. Yeah. Turning 28.
34, so I'm you know a little bit older than you. So
Okay.
and
You
we
know, I have a
go ahead.
question. Wait, first of all, do you have kids?
I do. I have two.
Okay. So if you okay, I have a question. It's a hypothetical question because you do have kids, but I'm curious. If you're like 34, 35 and you don't have kids and you're a woman, is it would you consider yourself a cougar
Okay. Wait. And you said you don't?
if you don't have kids? Because I guess
No,
because
honestly,
if you
I
do have
feel like
kids and you're a
your
milf.
status, you definitely have to have that experience. Like whether it be you've been married for a while before or children, it's like you're not really cougar status if you don't have, you know, I don't want to say notches under your belt, but well, you know what I mean, experience wise, because that's like really the full term of it, you know, essentially.
Right.
So, but in general, some people may be thinking of it just age wise. So,
Interesting. I like your take on that. Very interesting.
huh?
I said I like your take on it. Very interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. And so with your kids, like how's your relationship with the dad, I guess?
Oh man. Okay.
Is there any relationship there or?
So the not as of right now, there's no relationship, but I was with the father of my kids since high school. So
Okay.
we were together for like over a decade. Um,
Oh,
and it was a very long relationship and everything was good. We were building a life, but it was like one of those huge pet peeves when it comes to stagnant energy.
yeah. Yeah.
It was really a big problem in our relationship because here was I with all these ambition goals, wanting to do this, wanting to do that, changing all the time because that's just who I am as a person.
Right.
And he was like almost the complete opposite, but we still had a lot of similarities on other things.
Right.
And what we weren't lining up for, though, was really important to me. So essentially, that's what led to the split.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. And in terms of like your kids, like how old are they, and do they live like I assume
Uh-huh.
they live with you, like they don't live with him or?
Right, they live with me. So they
Okay.
live with me. My son is in 8th grade, he's 13, and my daughter is a junior in high school.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Look at you, eh? Super mom over there. Love it. And so in terms of what state do you live in again? Is it Illinois? Okay, Illinois. Okay. I'm trying to think. You know what's so funny is that I'm pretty sure my ex lives in Chicago. I don't know for sure. I believe so. I don't know. I don't know if she's still there or not, but yeah, I think she lives in Chicago. So I definitely.
Chicago.
What's that?
What makes you think it's Chicago? Maybe I can like help you out with.
Well, no. I know she did. I knew she was in Chicago. I just don't know if
Okay.
she's still there. Yeah, because she's an immigrant. Like she's never been to the States before. I think Florida. Believe Florida was the first place. I know people in the comments are going to erupt right now. They love when I say Florida. I'm pretty sure the last call I was on, there was a drinking game happening with like every time I mentioned Florida, they take a shot. So.
That's hilarious. My grandma lives in Florida.
Okay. So I feel like every girl I've talked to on the show so far has some sort of connection to Florida in some way. Weird. But yeah, no, she moved to Chicago for her work, and I hadn't talked to her in forever. But the last I heard from her, she was living and working in Chicago. So up until right now, I had no excuse to come to Chicago, but now apparently maybe I might have a little excuse to come to Chicago.
You might do. So where's your ex from?
She's from Serbia.
Serbia. Okay.
Yeah, she's from Serbia. I met her in Italy. I think the first time I saw her, we were in Italy. We were kind of loosely working together, But yeah, basically she, I don't even know. Honestly, it's such a complicated story, but like between like trying to get visas, have you ever seen like 90 Day Fiance?
Oh, I love that show. I love
Okay.
it.
So basically that's me. Like that's what I went through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we worked tirelessly to get her to even just like North America. Like honestly, like Canada would have been perfect, but even just North America, like people always say, at least here, I don't know what your perception of this is, but people always say in North America that like Canada is so easy to get into for immigrants and America is much harder. But in actuality, in our case, it was the exact opposite. She got like multiple American visas, no problem. She was allowed into America, but they refused her in Canada like a handful of times, maybe 3, 4, 5 times.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So thing, but you just said too that it would be easier to get into Canada than it would.
I know. It's because like our Prime Minister Trudeau, he just let in like another, I don't know, 15,000. Like I think, well, not just, but like I know I had heard on the news that he'd let in another 15,000 Syrian refugees and all this stuff. So you hear the numbers like 15,000. That's a lot of people, but then you don't hear about what they're doing for the everyday immigration, like the people that want to get married or the people that have found a love in another country. And unfortunately, the country Serbia being, a country that we don't have any like political ties to in Canada, there was no reason for her, like our country didn't have any reason for her to come here. We would have had to, start doing craziness to get her in here. And eventually it took a toll on us. Ultimately, that's what it boils down to, is it took such a toll on us, and didn't quite work out. But it taught me a lot about myself and what I want in my life. And I'm happy to be where I am right now in the position I'm in. So
that's awesome.
yeah. Yeah. What about you? How long have you been single for?
I have been single for 3 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, 3 years.
That's, you know what? Like for a Caribbean girl, I feel like it's a long ass time, because I feel like Caribbean girls, you have so much passion, and I feel like you need to put passion. I guess you do have kids, so I guess that probably takes a lot of your passion. But I feel like, at least with the girls in my area, like those girls, like they are so passionate, they need something to put it into, and typically it's having that ride or die, that guy around them for them and with them. So that must be like tough though. I mean, like to be super mom all by yourself and not to have that kind of male companionship, I guess. Has that been tough for you?
You know what? It is tough at some times, but I almost feel like I was built to sustain, or not built for it, in the fact that I don't want that male companionship, but in the sense that it's almost like where I am in my life right now, where I've been, it's just meshing very well. Like everything is going very well, and I get that a lot. I get that all the time. Like some people I think are kind of like in awe in the way that I do things. I almost do it in a way that it doesn't look hard, but it is hard. Like, you know what I mean? So it's so yeah, it does get hard and tough, but it's like I'm happy.
Just popping in to give you a 1 minute warning. Okay, so just sorry, I know it went by fast.
Did you say a 1 minute warning?
Questions. Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Did you say 1 minute warning?
1 minute warning. 1 minute warning.
Yeah,
yeah.
1 minute.
Okay. Wow, that time like flew by. Wow.
It definitely did. It definitely did. So last question for you. When is your birthday?
August 15th. I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo. Okay.
What about you?
Vibe. November 19th, Scorpio.
Oh God. Okay.
See, I should have told you. What is that, a good or a bad?
No, that's you got to stay away from Scorpios. That's
Someone lied to you. It's the complete opposite.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's refreshing, because I would say my success rate with Scorpios is sitting right around a 0%. So
really,
for sure.
That's funny. I actually love Leos. My mom is a Leo. I have friends that are Leos. I've never actually been in a relationship with a Leo to even give it like a percent rate per se. But on a friendship level, I think we have a lot of similarities because we're both stick signs.
Absolutely.
And loyalty is extremely important to the both of us.
Absolutely.
And I think we're heads, but essentially knowing that, and with some of my friends, is a control aspect.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I actually like it's not that I don't. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
So, talking to
Sorry. Kemone, thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to update your diary. I'm gonna keep Josh for just a couple minutes, but we'll let you go.
Okay.
It was such a pleasure, Kemone. You are amazing, and I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you.
I enjoyed talking to you as well. Talk to you soon.